I just had my last day of high school ever this past week, and looking back at my high school experience, I realize now that I was what you would call the floater friend in high school. So, the floater friend, by definition, is someone who socializes with multiple friend groups but does not belong to a core of any single one. Basically, you're cool with everybody. And I agree with that personally. I was able to talk to just about anybody in high school, hold a conversation with them, talk about their interests, ask them questions, and like take it down to a deeper level with them. Just because I was able to talk to just about anybody, and I was like, I wouldn't say a social butterfly in high school. I was quiet, in school. Like I didn't really talk too much, but like once you started talking to me, and like I thought you were cool and stuff like that, I would open like a chatterbox to you, man. I would want to talk to you all the time. I want to be friends with you. And like maybe that's the reason I became a floater friend personally. Like I would meet all these new people, go talk to them, and like kind of become attached to them, I guess, like that. And then all my old friends would kind of just move on without me because I wasn't established in their group, I guess. And that's like it is what it is. But like I guess just being the floater friend, man, it just sucked going on every single year in high school. And like once like you like started meeting new people and you look back at like your friend group that you were hanging out with last year, they don't even acknowledge you anymore, man. Like you just become a ghost instantly, and it kind of sucks. And like there's nothing you can do about it. You feel like you can't do anything. You're powerless. And like the only thing that comes to your mind is like, let me just try to make this friend group like my permanent one. No. Then you're at like junior year and you're like, okay, like all right, this is my last go. Let me try to make friends with these guys. Oh, they've been friends since they were like fucking babies. Oh shit, well fuck. And then you go on to the next friend group and like you realize, oh shit, I'm a senior. Everyone's going their own path. Who cares at this point? And once I was a senior, I kind of didn't really care about friend groups anymore. But like, going through like the early stages of high school and like I guess middle school and stuff like that, man, it sucked. It sucked not really having a friend group. I have one friend from elementary, and that is it, man. Everyone else I made friends with in high school, and like how many of those people am I actually gonna stay in contact with? Small handful, maybe three or four. That's it. And I've accepted that already. I've already accepted that, and that's it is what it is, But I think one thing nobody really talks about is just regarding being a floater friend, man. It's just how easily you feel replaced, man. Like you just feel so replaceable. Like even today, man, I was golfing with some of my friends, and they like started making inside jokes and stuff like that, and I was just kind of standing off to the side, man. I'm just like awkwardly standing there while they're laughing their asses off, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna say, hey, what's so funny? No, man. Who's gonna ask that? Oh, you want to get it, man. You want to get it, Christian, bro. You had to be there, man. You had to be there. Like I can't. I just personally I can't take that kind of response personally, but it just sucks, man, because you just like you always kind of feel alone. You never really feel fully involved in people's plans. You kind of feel like the second option all the time. And I feel like with me, like I always felt like, you know, just no one like cared if I was there or not. No one cared if I was there or not. Like I remember my junior year I was hanging out with this friend group. They were kind of I guess the popular kids, I guess, like that. And I remember I was really good friends with one of the kids. One of them. I was really good friends with him. He was in like three of my classes. We talked all the time and stuff like that. And I remember I he invited me out one time. He invited me out to hang out with him and his friend. And I went hung out with him. I stood. We ended up going over his house, watched a movie. Kind of had a good time there. But like the whole time, man, like him and his buddy, him and his other friend that he invited over, like we're just cracking jokes the whole time. Come to find out, they have been friends since first grade. Me and that guy that invited me, we had just been friends for 6 months. Great, great. I no longer talk to him. And, it is what it is, man. But I will say, with every single person, every single friend group I was in, I'm so grateful for every single person. Like, they treated me, like, great and stuff like that. just grew apart, man. And not even that. It's just that, like, I'm not meant as a floater friend. You're not meant to stay. That's what it's called. It's called a floater friend, man. You're meant to drift around places, like people to people, group to group, and just like, you know, just meet different people. And I feel like that's one of the perks a lot of people don't talk about being a floater friend. A lot of people like to, hate it and stuff like that, being like, oh, being a floater friend's a horrible thing. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. You get to talk with, so many different people, get to know them and stuff like that. And that's one of the abilities I'm so grateful to have now entering the real world. I feel like I can talk to anybody, and I could like also like being a floater friend, man. You've done it on your own this whole time. You didn't have that group that whole time that you could rely on constantly and stuff like that. You didn't have that friend group that you were friends with since first grade, and now you guys are seniors. You guys are going to the same college. You guys are all going to room together on the same floor. No, man, you don't have that. You've been doing it on your own this whole time. Be proud of yourself, man. Be proud of yourself. You've done it. You've done it on your own this whole time, and that's such like something that's not talked about enough with being a floater friend. You've done it on your own for so long. Be happy, because that is one of the things that they don't teach you how to do, is how to do it on your own once you get on the real world. A lot of your parents will be like, well, a lot of your friends ain't gonna stick around when you're older and stuff like that. They're right. They're right. After high school, man, like some of these people like will never, like, some of these people that you thought were great friends won't ever speak again. And like maybe watching this video right now, you're in high school. Some of these people that you think are great friends probably won't talk after high school. So don't feel like, oh crap, they're such good friends, man, and stuff like that. Like I wish, like, oh, I had a friend like that. Like don't feel that way, because more than like some people just like aren't good enough friends as they appear to be. Okay, life happens, and even if they are good that good of friends, life happens, man. Things are gonna happen. Like people are gonna change. Like routines are gonna change, and they're not gonna have time for each other. People drift apart. It's life. And even if you're post high school, like watching this video, like hopefully by now you've come to the terms that like you got to worry about yourself. It's you versus everybody else out here. Like it is a free for all out in the real world. Like everyone is fighting for themselves. It's the world is such a gimme, 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 push, 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 and it is. Nobody gives a shit about you or like who you know or anything like that. Like nobody cares. Like you can't call up your best friend and be like, oh, like this guy, like he like fucked me over and stuff like that. Like because when your best friend like hangs up that phone, he's gonna go to bed, wake up the next morning. Oh yeah, I talked to him last night. Okay, go on with his day. He doesn't give a shit about you. Nobody does. It's just you, man. It's just you. Don't let this like, don't let this world like make it seem like, oh yeah, like have all these friends and stuff like that. Like, it's great to have friends. It is great. Have one or two, but don't expect to keep this huge circle of people around and expect them to give a shit about you, because they don't. They don't. They don't give a shit about you. A lot of them don't. Because at the end of the day, when people go to sleep, their biggest worry is about themselves and their family. That is their biggest worries. And I think being the floater friend, one of the biggest perks is you didn't have anyone. You didn't have anybody. And, I think not having anyone, it taught me that, that I don't need these people, going on in the real world, man. I can accomplish it all on my own. And you can too, man. You can accomplish it all on your own. The world doesn't owe you anything, and you have to achieve it on your own. But if you can do it, if you believe in yourself and you push yourself to things that you couldn't even possibly imagine getting to. If you get a goal, get a plan, get off your ass, you can make it happen. You can make it happen, man. You just gotta believe in yourself. Stop picturing life as like this thing to where, yeah, man, so like, oh man, he beat me to it. Fuck him. Beat him. Push him out of the way. Take it for yourself. Because no one like no one gives a shit, man. No one gives a shit how you make it to the top. Because when you're at the top and when you've finally achieved everything you've wanted, you're gonna be looking back and be like, you know what? All that shit I went through, all the nights of just me, being there and just not really giving a fuck about what anybody said, just putting my head down and going to work. Look at me. I'm at the top now. My family's taken care of. I have a great home. I have a safe haven for my wife and kids. I put food on the table constantly. I have a roof over my head, clothes on my back. Like, you are gonna be so happy for yourself. And that's what I just described as someone's rich. That's someone's rich, and that's my rich too. And figuring that out at such a young age as to what I want and what I want to achieve, I'm happy about it, man. So, just keep in mind, man. Just maybe being the floater friend teaches you important, real connection and real values and real lessons than more than compared to being that guy that's friends with the same people. But yeah, have a good day.